Oh boy, I was not ready for Sifu. I was not ready. I don't think anybody was really ready for what Sifu had to offer. But again, yo, what you know, it's your boy One Hero back on Super Dope Duper with the new episode. Today I wanted to pretty much go over some of the 10 tips that I found over the course of the last few days. I know I dropped the recent video that pretty much goes over my first hour and a half of the game. If you have not checked it out, I think that video is pretty solid in summing up how I feel about the game, where I think the game can go, and if you should, spend your time and your money on the game or not, who knows? So yeah, basically tip number one of the main ones that I picked up on as soon as I got into the game is definitely going to be learning your defense. How to basically do counters, avoid, parry. Those things come extremely in handy later on, especially when you get into a lot of bigger fights with a lot more people, or with some of the more skilled individuals, especially like the mini bosses, the big bosses, or even the little mini bosses that they add into the mix throughout your regular fights going through each level. Definitely recommend that. Train, practice. So this one kind of completely caught me off guard, and I think about it now that I found this out afterwards, like looking back on the gameplay. There are shortcuts, there are hidden rooms across the level, hidden rooms that will have weapons and things that could benefit you in your fights going forward, because I didn't really find a staff or anything like that, or if I did, I missed them because I was so focused on going through the level, going through each fight, and picking up whatever I had around me. So when you do take the shortcuts, you are finding these different rooms, or you're finding shortcuts to get to the boss quicker, where you can be still at your younger age and fight. The gamble is that, yeah, you're going to go through and fight more people and you can gain experience, but you may die and then you got to start to run over. So yeah, approaching the game from the roguelike mentality of being able to go through the maps and acquire the things you need to, while then going back to take on the harder bosses. I see how it works. I get it. And then the other one for me was definitely going to be focused on trying not to die as much and worrying about being too old. When in reality, if you think about it and you play your cards right, you spend your points wisely, you can really find advantageous points to where, yes, your health gets weaker as you're older and your strength goes up, but if you find different ways to hold out, to fight, to be calm, to win battles, to upgrade right, you can put yourself in a very good position to have the perfect balance, being at an older age with the strength and with the ability to have your health back. Because I'm telling you, if you don't do it right, your health declines quicker the more you die, and then your stamina bar, which is your foundation, it breaks quicker, and then it's just like it's bad. Don't do it. Take your time, be calm, pick and choose the right fights, and when you got the points, make sure you spend them wisely. Don't just spend them on all the moves and be all willy-nilly about it. Trust me, it will benefit you tremendously. It's pretty obvious when it comes to the boss fights what you really want to do, right? You want to focus on the defense part. You want to learn the patterns, you want to learn the movesets, and learn all that those bosses are going to throw at you. Otherwise, you're going to be like me when I play these games, because I'm not really a Souls-born type of player. So when you're going into playing those types of games, you're going to end up getting mollywopped, smacked around a lot until you start paying attention to the pattern, seeing how they operate, and then just being more effective on defense. Again, defense is key. It leads to more offense. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you played sports or watched a sports movie, you've heard that. So yeah, take that in heed. And in doing so, when you do pay attention to the obvious patterns, or you do find those things that kind of work out for you in the better, it leads into you having more opportunity to provide offense, whether it's a punch to the face or a punch to the leg sweep, get them on the ground, finish them with a takedown. Some of those things are really key in how they can help you be better when you're going into your fights against some of these bosses in the game. And do not sleep on the AI. If you try to just kind of go in there brute force and punch, kick, the AI will lay you out. If you try to cheese counter and cheese the moves, the AI are smart. They will learn that. They will reinvent the wheel on you and find a new way to beat the brakes off of you. So again, the way you can be more versatile is in your defense and offense, mixing it up, stepping back, using the environment, using different weapons and things like that. So again, use everything at your disposal. And if you really feel like you're limited, take the time, step back. I know you might have to reset a few times and go back at it to where you can get your best shot and your best run at the game and at the bosses and Sifu. So another one that kind of slapped me dead in the face mid-fight when it was too late. I was already over 50 years old at the time, and I didn't realize it was a bad habit I was starting on early, which is don't get surrounded in the group fights. It may seem cool to be able to stand there and kind of, do the whole martial arts standoff and then fight them off one by one. This isn't that type of thing where the people sit back and watch Batman just demolish one person and they run in one after one another. They will all crowd on you and then start beating the brakes off of you, kicking you in the back of the head, back of the leg, and don't forget the poor guy in the back with a freaking quarterback's arm that hits you with the bottle, and then the other one that sneaks out of nowhere with a staff, and they're wiping you in the back of the head. It can get bad really quick. Do not let them surround you. And when you're looking in, and then also when you're looking into the techniques, there are certain ones in there that aren't all about offense or flashy. They're about controlling the fight. Whether it's somebody that's bigger than you, faster than you, or you are outnumbered, you can use these certain moves to push somebody away, change the direction of another, leg sweep one of them. So all you need is a few seconds to kind of buy time in how you want to attack and fight the player. All you need is a few seconds to buy some time to either take out one, especially if it's the one that's been giving you the business, or moving forward with the other people too. Armed enemies, strong enemies, some of them show different abilities that they can use. I call like one of them Firefoot because I think it's like foot's on fire, or it's just like basically saying that when he kicks you, it's going to hurt really bad. I try to prioritize them first, or the weaker opponents, to get them out of the way. So if I have to fight the other one-on-one, then I can definitely do that and make that the best of my ability as well. Yep, and then I guess lastly for me, it would definitely have to be, again, Sifu is not an action smash and beat 'em up. It's actually more of it's a shorter game where if you want to speed run it, or if you want to basically treat it like a roguelike where you can go through and try to achieve different challenges built in within the game, then this game is definitely going to be for you. But for those that did pick up the game, that are enjoying it, that are checking it out, I hope you are enjoying the game. I'm really appreciative of how different the game is, how challenging it is, and how rewarding it is that it has a combat system built into it that it seems easy to master, but it's really not. You got to learn it. Just you can learn how to block. You got to be able to time it, and oh man, it's so cool. And to be in a martial arts game is what's really fun for me, because normally it's in a different game that I don't like as far as roguelikes go. So this is like one of the first ones I've been excited for, because it's kind of like, as an anime fan and lover of anime, especially if you've seen the recent episode of Demon Slayer. Ooh, holy man, I'm telling you. Yeah, we could talk about it. Twitch.tv/OneHeroGaming, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Mario Kart Mondays. Come by, check me out, let's talk. But yeah, with that being said, I hope these tips help. I know they seem pretty basic or pretty obvious, right? But for those out there that may need that help or may need to have that refresher, I'm here for you. No problem at all. That's what heroes do. But with that being said, I'm taking off till next time. I appreciate you for tuning into the videos, to the streams, to all of the social medias. If you aren't already following, please do if you choose to. And also, you can always subscribe, like, comment, watch time, all of that stuff. You know how it goes when us YouTubers get to going, or us content creators in general get to going. But yeah, again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remember, greatness lives within. It begins with us. It ends with us. But most importantly is that it starts with us. Now the world is waiting. Go show them how great you really are. Signing off till next time. Fly easy, heroes. Peace.